Hey guys, my name's Joshua. I'm from South Africa. I've been a bodybuilder for 9 years and I wanted to break down a chest workout that I like to do. 4 easy exercises to really get that chest nice and full and pumped. All right, let's break them down. So our first exercise here is the dumbbell incline chest press. Pretty much I want to hit that top shelf of the chest purely because the top shelf probably for me has always been the slowest growing. But I also got a few tips from a couple old school pros saying that the fuller the top of the chest is, the larger the rest of the chest is. And that's kind of bodybuilding, it's also the illusion. So let's try and really fill up that top of the chest and let's see what it kind of does to the rest of the chest. All right, I'm gonna first start with my first set, just hitting 12 reps. Let's go. All right, so the incline dumbbell chest press, what I'm kind of working on is quite a nice high angle, trying to hit the top here of my chest. Pretty much, reason why is the thicker the top of the chest gets, it's gonna kind of push down the lower part of the chest, which is gonna make it look thicker, bringing it down, bringing the chest a little bit down, giving that full roundness from the top all the way down to the bottom. So that's kind of our goal here. Plus, working with a little bit of incline also kind of gives me that more strength in the shoulders and in the top of the chest. So it will give you kind of an overall strength. So my next set, I'm going to be just trying to aim for 10 reps. If I fail at 8, I'm happy, but I really want to get that 10. What I felt there the most is I felt this part of my chest, this line at the top, getting a lot more tired. Also, I can feel a very deep stretch going straight from the chest all the way down into the armpit, which is a good thing for me because then I know that as I'm coming down, I'm really giving it a full stretch, stretching that muscle, really cutting it deep. All right, so we just finished off with the incline dumbbell chest press. Basically, I've done 4 sets. I kind of rep range anywhere between 8 to 12. Reasons are because we're trying to tire the muscle out, but forcing as much blood into the muscle as possible. So my main goal in my first set would be 12 reps. If I did 12 reps and I felt like I could push 13, I would go heavier. If I struggled to get 12, I would stay on that weight. If I do my second set and I aim for 12 and I fail at 10, that's where I want to be on my second set. On my third set, if I aim for 10 but I failed at 8 or 9, I'm exactly where I want it to be. So as you can see, I'm dropping the rep range with each set, but the main thing is that I'm failing on the right weight. Even if you're failing, even if you're aiming for that 10 reps and you only get 8, you did the right thing because you didn't go too light and you also didn't go too heavy. You gave enough repetitions to force the blood into the muscle. So basically, I would do this type of exercise in my chest workout. I train almost twice a week. So I would say do it on like day 1, I would do my chest workout. I would give them almost 2 to 3 days rest and I would then hit my next chest workout doing the same exercise and starting with the same exercise. So our next exercise now, we're going to be doing a cable bench fly. So lying down on the bench, we'll be doing cable flies. All right, and we'll see how nice this exercise is because it's really going to open up the chest, stretch all the muscle fibers, because now we've got all the blood compacted inside. We're gonna really stretch and tear, and all of that blood and nutrients is gonna go straight to the muscle. All right, we're gonna be doing 4 sets of the cable fly bench, and we'll be doing 10 to 12 repetitions. What we're doing here is we're not trying to force growth, we're just trying to deepen the cuts, deepen the striations in the chest. By doing that, we're just going to stretch for as deep as we can and just tire the muscle out. So we're not going to be focusing on weight here, we're going to really be focusing on form and going as slow as we can down and a nice even pace up for a nice big squeeze. feel the most pumped. There's a stage where the blood actually becomes so like cold that it hurts, and it's almost like it's a hot ice because you're still warm, but the blood feels cold that it's burning. But it's a good thing. I feel like a rush of blood straight into the chest, and I also felt like the chest stretched and opened and tore, which is what I was aiming for. Feeling pumped. All right, so next on that chest workout, we're going to be doing something called the hex press. As I'm doing the bodybuilding chest workout, you'll notice a lot of the movements when I do chest press or any type of press or fly, any type of bench movement, I've always got the bench on quite a nice incline. And as I said before, this is what's really good to really thicken and build the top shelf of the chest. As that gets thicker, it starts to give you more of a rounder effect and starts filling the chest as a whole. So you'll notice I don't go all the way down. It's not flat, and it's not all the way up too high, because if it's too high, I'm going to just start working my delt. I'm really trying to get at that nice 45-degree angle where I can, so that I can really just hit the top of the chest. All right, let's get it. This is an exercise that I've kind of love-hate. I've learned to love, because I never enjoyed it when I was growing into the bodybuilding industry, because when you keep your hands together, my triceps get tired quite quickly, but the squeeze that you keep during the whole movement, you're adding stress from the beginning of the movement, drawing it down for when you press in, and you're contracting the muscle even more, and then a bigger squeeze when you push up. It's a constant tension and stress on the muscle throughout the whole movement. So it burns like crazy. It really builds the thickness on the inside of the chest, along the walls of the chest. So that's really gonna improve the 3D effect, letting you have a fuller, rounded chest from the inside going outward. And it also could also improve your strength in your bench press, and your chest press, and your dumbbell presses. So it's something that's really essential, I think, to a good chest workout. And let's go give it a try. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do 3 sets of it. I'm gonna aim anywhere between 10 and 12, as I said before. My first set, I'm gonna try and hit 12. Second set, I'm gonna go a little bit heavier to try and fail before 12. If I'm failing before 12 reps, I'm doing exactly what I want. And I'm reaching my goals, exactly what I wanted. If I fail at 10 reps on the last set, I've tired the muscle out. The muscle can't give any more, and I've reached that point where I'm really happy with my progress and my work that I've done through the whole exercise. Doing this exercise, as you can see, I failed on my 3rd set at 10 reps. That's exactly where I wanted to be. Means I didn't go too heavy, I didn't go too light. I got the right amount of reps to really target the muscle and push as much blood into it and keep the pump. But I definitely got all that I can benefit from the exercise by having 10 reps, not increasing the weight too much and not decreasing the weight too much, so that I got more reps and I was just tiring my muscle out. So there I took 30-second rest between each set, and the feeling that I can feel going down is that I'm squeezing my chest as much as I can, trying to lift the chest out, pushing from the inside of the chest. As I'm pushing out, I can feel that the walls thickening and getting a lot more difficult as I push forward. To straighten the arms, it gets a little bit more difficult. You can feel the pump creeping up, slowly filling the muscle more and more and more until you can't actually straighten the arms. So that was a really good set. Moving on to our last but not least exercise is going to be the cable fly, but standing cable flies, we're going to be doing it in a little bit of a different technique. Usually we go cable flying this way, all right? Hands are right in front of us. We're leaning forward slightly, but this time we're actually standing up nice and straight, and we're coming from down, all the way down into a most muscular. So a most muscular pose is one of the most common or greatest poses in bodybuilding. You'll see it on stage all the time. A lot of bodybuilders try and practice to perfect this technique, and by doing the cable flies into a most muscular pose, you're really targeting from the chest on the outside all the way down, and you'll see as the muscle creeps up. Well, this will help really increase striations, really give you a good squeeze, so when you're doing the pose on stage, you'll be able to really get a full squeeze throughout the whole chest. And let's go give it a shot. We're gonna do 3 sets of it, no more than 12 to 15. We're gonna really focus on slow movement technique, squeezing the chest as hard as we can. Alright guys, so that is our chest for today. For myself, I kept a lot of the sets during these exercises quite low, relatively low, 3 to 4. Personally, I did heavy bench press just before the workout, so I've already done pretty much my heavy loads of weight, and I've also done a lot of sets. If you're a beginner, I suggest that you would start at 3 to 4 sets for each of these 4 exercises, and if you're someone who maybe is intermediate level or a little bit more advanced, you could switch around for the pressing exercises, such as the incline dumbbell press. We could have actually gone to 4 or 5 sets, maybe even 6. If you're advanced, I would keep the squeeze in, as in the cable flies and the most muscular cable fly. Those 2 exercises, I would try to keep them down to about 4 sets. Because we're really just trying to focus on the technique and the squeeze, not much of the press, so there's not much strength involved there. And if you're doing the hex press, anywhere between 4 to 6 there, just go by feeling and see when the chest is really pumped and starting to fail. Otherwise, that is our 4 exercises, my favorite 4 exercises for chest during my workout. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed it, and please share, subscribe and like, and I hope to see you next time.